Catching up with Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day. Thanks for being here.
What is your message to the community? What was your message in the breakfast?
Well, I think the message was today, and I was remembering my friend John Thrasher, who is our Grand Marshal last year. What a lovely person, and reminded us last year of how important it is to really remember our veterans, not just on Veterans Day, but every day. And I think, when you have a veteran who served during the Vietnam War, who knows what it's like to come back and really not be remembered, I think it speaks volumes to what we should be doing for our veterans. These are challenging times for a lot of people, and I think in a city like Jacksonville, where so many of us are connected to the military community, it's just incumbent upon us to make sure that our veterans are taken care of and honored. We're so fortunate to have so many of them here. And so I just wanted to remind people today that this is something that we should be doing, not on just Veterans Day, but every day of the year.
You mentioned John Thrasher, and service comes up with him. I think of Len Loving, and service comes up. I mean, people who've dedicated decades to military service and then decades more to giving back in other ways. Not everyone is built that way. What is it in them that's built that way to be able to give that service back?
Well, it's love. It's love for country. That's what it is. I mean, when that love is so strongly felt that you feel that you have to dedicate your entire life to that service of country, I mean, to our ideals as a nation, I got to tell you, just listening to that choir in there today, I mean, all of it it makes you want to go back and say, let's make sure that we are continuing to honor those values and the fact that those people thought enough and loved enough our country to do what they did. And that is a huge sacrifice. We talked about that today, sacrificing time with family, sacrificing time with all the things you love to do, birthdays, anniversaries, children's events, all those things that most parents get a chance to experience. A lot of these folks spent their time defending our country to make sure that we could all experience those things. So I just think that it takes a special breed of person, and that's why we're so grateful to have so many of them in our community and so many that decide to stay after their service. These are people with special values that we should all hold dear.
I would imagine that you could always say there's more to be done to help the veteran population,
Yep.
whether it's affordable housing or services and the like. What is the low-hanging fruit that over the next year to 3 years you could say at this event in the next few years, we've done these additional things above and beyond what we're already doing for veterans in our community?
Well, we talked about some of that today. I think the fact that when I came into office, one of the things that I heard over and over again from veterans is we want a veteran center. There's nobody that understands us the way we understand us, and we want a place to gather generations of us to be able to have that camaraderie together, and that's happening. So that over the next 2 or 3 years will come to fruition. It's in design right now and will begin to actually come to fruition. Beyond that, what we're doing with the food pharmacy, I think, is incredibly important for veterans to make sure they don't go hungry. What we're doing with our job programs. I mean, Harrison Conyers and those folks at the Military and Veterans Affairs Department, we're one of the only two cities in the country to have one of those. And so we have people focused 24/7 to make sure that when our veterans come back from serving, that it's not more difficult to be home than it was to serve. And for some of them, sadly, that is the case. So it's really a continuation of determining what are those needs. Can we connect their great expertise they've had in the military with jobs so they can continue to be, just happy, productive citizens of our city, and also just to make sure that they don't go without anything.
I heard you reference government shutdown briefly in your remarks.
Yeah.
It looks like it's nearing an end. When you consider the implications that it's had on the city, have we been able to fulfill the need or fill the need over these last 42 days?
Well, listen, look at what our city has done from just we connected all those organizations together that were trying to do things at the city, but beyond that, the food drives and the people that stepped up to donate and the people who are coming out, the churches who are coming out to make sure that people are okay. And so many of those focus toward veterans. So I think, as usual, our city is a city of a big, huge heart, and we've done as well a job as we can do. But as I said when we kicked off that whole conglomeration of organizations last week, we can only do it for a period of time to really be able to support those folks. I'm hopeful this really is a signal that things are going to get back to where we can actually do the job that we're supposed to be doing here.
Your closing message to veterans, by all means.
My closing message to veterans is I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for your service to our country, for your service to our city, and thank you for allowing us to serve you back.